When someone asks me, Sebastian, what is the most beautiful beach in Greece in your opinion? My answer is always Elafonisi on the island of Crete. It's this huge lagoon area with very shallow waters. And I mean, come on, look at this. It's paradise. The water is crystal clear, so it's also an amazing spot for snorkeling. And another cool thing about Elafonisi is that some areas have this very unique pink sand, which comes from these beautiful shells that were crushed over time to be turned into sand. But please don't put some of the sand in a jar to bring home as a souvenir, like lots of people do. It takes centuries to form, so if everyone starts taking some home, soon there won't be any pink sand left. Alright, so where is Elafonisi located exactly? Well, here at the very southwestern tip of Crete, 2 hours away from Chania. You can go there with a rental car, obviously, but if you're not renting one, or if you don't want to drive for 2 hours, then there's a very convenient bus tour that you can book, picking you up in Chania and bringing you to Elafonisi, where you'll have 4 hours of free time, and then the bus will bring you back to your hotel. I went on this bus tour a few days ago, and I'm going to show you now what it's all about. So, the pickup in Chania is around 8 a.m. It's a large and comfortable bus with air conditioning, very nice. And if you're staying between Chania and Kissamos, you can also join this tour because they pick up people there as well, since it's on the way to Elafonisi. Now, I recommend you sit on the left-hand side of the bus, since that's where the most impressive views will be when climbing the mountains. Because yeah, in case you didn't know, Crete has a massive mountain chain going from west to east. So every time you're driving from the north coast to the south coast, you'll have to go through these mountains. And no, there are no tunnels going under them. Now, there's going to be one stop before reaching Elafonisi where you can use the toilet, and where, very important, you can grab some food, snacks, water, all of that, because once you're on the beach, there will only be like 3 canteens with very overpriced and low quality options, so definitely get your food before getting there. And by the way, at this toilet/food break, if you walk for 5 minutes uphill, you'll reach this gorgeous cave of Hagia Sophia, which is a massive cave with amazing stalactites and stalagmites, which has been used as a religious place all the way since the Minoan era, so 4,000 years ago. Really, really cool place. Alright, so you get back on the bus, and around 11 a.m. you get to Elafonisi Beach. You'll have to walk for 10 minutes to reach the actual beach, since all of this is a nature reserve, so cars and buses must park a little farther up. The trail to get to the beach is a little rocky, as you can see, but you'll be fine with flip-flops. I don't think it's necessary to pack shoes for this tour. You will already be carrying enough stuff, so leave the shoes at the hotel. Now, the big dilemma. Where on the beach should you go and spend your day? Well, there's 3 options. Number 1, you rent a sunbed at one of the 2 only beach bars. It's 20 euros for a set of 2, unlimited time. So it's actually surprisingly cheap, but they're located in the very busy part of the beach, which is basically the entrance to the beach where everyone arrives coming from the parking area, so it gets very overcrowded there. Option number 2 is to cross on foot to Elafonisi Island, which takes like 1 minute, and it's not difficult at all. You just have to make sure you carry your bags nice and high so that they don't get wet, and that will take you to all this section, which is as beautiful but much less crowded. Or option number 3, you walk towards this area where you'll find a series of gorgeous, tiny, secluded beaches after walking for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to leave the GPS coordinates of this area down below. So, after spending 4 wonderful hours on Elafonisi Beach, it's time to head back to the bus. You can have a shower for free if you want on the beach. And then just before reaching the parking lot, I highly recommend you try the freshly squeezed prickly pear juice. Because yeah, even though we have millions of prickly pear cacti growing wild all over Greece, no one really harvests them, and so it's really rare to find that juice. So if you want to discover something very unique and tasty, this is your opportunity. And then, well, you go back on the bus. It will take around 2 hours to get back to Chania, with an additional 45-minute break at Elos, which is a tiny, cute mountain village with very traditional tavernas. So if you want to go have a quick meal there, you have enough time for that. Now, super important, what to bring on this tour, apart from the obvious swimsuit, towel, and snorkeling gear? Well, first of all, I can't stress enough how important it is to use sunscreen. Half the people on the bus on the day that I went got massive sunburns, and they were in a pretty bad shape. The thing is, Elafonisi is a very windy, or breezy at least, area, so it doesn't feel that hot. And of course, that's the perfect recipe for the ultimate sunburn, so be careful. Or you can be like me and wear a long-sleeved water t-shirt. My girlfriend always mocks me, saying I look very silly with it in the water. But hey, I never had a single sunburn since I started wearing those, so I guess it's not that silly. Now, regarding umbrellas, do I recommend you guys bring your own umbrella with you? Because I know many hotels have a bunch of umbrellas that their guests can use for free. Well, you can try. But as I just said, it's a very windy area, and I've seen tons of people holding on to their umbrella so it doesn't fly away. So yeah, check the weather forecast. Up to 15 knots of wind. The umbrella should hold. Above 15 knots, forget about it, it's gonna fly away. All right, now how much does all of this cost and where can you book it? Well, it's around 40 euros per person, so it's very affordable. It runs from mid-April to late October, and you can book it by scanning this QR code or click on the link below the video, which will lead you to the Get Your Guide website, which is the sponsor of this video. Don't worry, I was already recommending Get Your Guide way before they even started sponsoring me, because I really believe they have the best experiences out there. There's two things which I think really sets them apart. One, a very generous cancellation policy, because you can get a full refund all the way up to 24 hours before the start of the tour, no questions asked. If you have booked tours in the past on random websites left and right, you know that a 24-hour full refund cancellation policy is a very rare thing. And the second thing I love about them is that you get instant confirmation. So when you pay, it's immediately booked and confirmed. You don't get this email saying, we have sent your booking request to the tour operator and he will get back to you within 48 hours with his answer, blah, blah. No, here you book, it's paid, it's confirmed, job done. Now, if you're staying in Heraklion instead of Chania, can you still go to Elafonisi? Well, yes, there's a similar tour by bus starting from Heraklion, but of course it takes more time to get there, around 4 hours one way. That's a lot of time on the bus. But on the other hand, Elafonisi is substantially more beautiful than any beach near Heraklion, so I'd say it's still worth it. So if you're staying in Heraklion and you want to book such a tour, that is the link for you, or again, the link down below. All right, I'm working on these two videos. The absolute must-do tour in Crete, in my opinion. Amazing stuff, and all the best hotels in the Chania area. And there you go. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye.